Hello, welcome, seekers. The episode today is the Boardroom of God. Bet you didn't know that God had a boardroom. What the original manuscripts have failed to tell you. So, this one comes out of Job, chapter 1, verse 6. Now, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came among them. So apparently, they had a gathering together, because if you read more, they're discussing stuff. So, there's a boardroom, and the sons of God presents themselves before the Lord God. Because who else would be the Lord? So here's the whole thing about, they don't tell you anything. And if you listen to preachers and pastors and all these people, they always tell you about, you got to go in the original manuscripts. You can't trust the translations in English because, language barriers and stuff like that. So you got to go into the manuscripts, the Greek, the Hebrew, the manuscripts. Well, the manuscripts have failed to tell you about this kind of stuff because everyone is confused. And I can't even tell you because I've seen it tons of times in church. They have no clue. They have no clue what this verse means. It says right here, even Bible hermeneutics stack exchange. Job 1:6. Who are the sons of God? The general consensus. That's what they present you, a consensus. They have no clue. It's like the climate change people, the global warming. There used to be global warming, now they changed the climate change. What do they say? The consensus. They have no truth, so they go to a consensus. Well, is truth based on consensus? It's like, if we all agree that Santa Claus is real, does that make Santa Claus real? Does it? No, it doesn't. So it doesn't matter how many people you have a consensus with, Santa Claus cannot be made real. I don't care how many people agree with it. So, finding the truth. The general consensus, according to my research, is that the sons of God are angels in Job 1:6. What? Okay, here's another one. House to house, heart to heart. That's the website. Bible questions. Who are the sons of God in the book of Job? I believe the three instances of the sons of God found in Job 1:6, Job 2:1, Job 38:7 refer to angels. Yeah, so this is beyond retarded. All right, take for example, my father is a human. When my father has a son, does he get an android? No. When my father, which is a human, has a son, I am also human. So when the sons of God, so if God has a son, his sons are God's also. You can't have, even here, another one says, the sons of God spoken, where verses are the angelic sons of God. So in other words, they're like hybrid humans. They're not God. That's what it's saying. So when God has a son, they're like angelic sons of God. They're not God. But that's the biggest bunch of crap I've heard in my life. Because when my father, which is a human, has a son, his son happens to be a human, not anything else. It's exact duplicate of the father. So when it says the sons of God, that's what they are. They're gods. So that's what they failed because it's been changed. The manuscripts, all the original manuscripts have been changed and altered and doctored during the Babylonian conquest because the Babylonians came and conquered the 12 tribes of Israel. It was not a nation of Israel, ever in history, ever. There was the tribes of Israel. And they took everyone. They took them in slavery because they wanted to decimate that whole region right there and get rid of these people. And the only ones that were allowed to return were the tribe of Judah, because they sold out to Babylon. They said, okay, you guys can go back because you guys sold out to us, and you guys are our favorite allies. So you guys can go. But the rest of the tribe said, no way, we're not backing down. So therefore they got decimated. That's the reason you got because when Jesus was on earth, he wasn't in Israel. He was in Judea, from the tribe of Judah. So there was no Israel. Keep that in mind. So all these original manuscripts have been doctored because they couldn't have truth running around. You couldn't have that. Okay, so you have a boardroom of God sitting around with his sons, which are gods, and up comes around Satan also. You know, Satan, the guy from the serpent from the garden. So he's coming around too. Well, why is Satan waltzing around the boardroom with all the gods that are present, the God and the gods that are sons of God? Why is he? Well, that's the key, because the serpent in the Garden of Eden, Satan, is also a god. That's the reason the serpent told Eve, you will be like gods. I will make you like gods. Well, he wasn't saying is like, oh, listen, I am a serpent, let's say a dragon, and there's this other race called gods, and I have the power to make you little monkeys that jump in the trees and eat the fruits. I have that power to take you from here to there. That's not what he said. He said, because he came with the authority of God, because Satan is God. I know it's going to crack your mind. You're going to be like, oh, because he told me there's only one good. Yeah, they lied to you. Because even in the Ten Commandments, the first commandment, it says, you shall have no other gods in front of me. It didn't say there's no other gods. The whole idea of a false god is bullcrap. Because even in the Ten Commandments, it says, I am above all other gods. So even in the Ten Commandments, telling you there are other gods out there. The problem is, you should have me on top of them. That's what it says in the second commandment. It says, because I'm a jealous God. I don't want you guys hanging around with the other gods. I want you to hang around only with me, because there are other gods. They lied to you. It's right there in the Bible. You guys don't read it. So the serpent is God. So go ask your preacher. I'll tell you right now. He's going to say, oh no, because he's going to give you the answer. All you got to do is go read the Bible. You don't even have to talk to your pastor. But if you talk to your pastor, your preacher, your fake counterfeit shepherd, he had to go to school to learn all these lies. He had to learn them. The truth, you don't have to learn. It's there. Is Santa Claus real? Do I have to go to school to learn how to spin around that? Oh yeah, Santa Claus comes around, the NORAD's tracking him every year. Yeah. Plus you see the gifts. So yeah, there's an element of reality to Santa Claus, because I went to school and they taught us communication and how to spin this whole theology of Santa Claus. That's what's going on in your church, because any stupid child can read the Bible and figure this thing out. So that's how it is. Now, go away.